Is Smite 2 worth playing in 2026? Yes. And that's it. Thanks for watching. No, but seriously, I know you didn't just come here for my opinion. Of course I'd say yes. This is literally my favorite game ever. That's why I'm making this video. I've played Smite for over 10 years and built my whole channel around it. If I said no, we'd have bigger problems. But I'm not just here to glaze the game. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I think it's worth your time, especially if you love Smite but aren't sure about the sequel. Smite was known for its unique approach on the traditional MOBA format. Its cast of gods and other mythological characters was beloved for allowing players to become immersed in a power fantasy, much like you might find in your favorite MMO or hero shooter. Its third-person perspective alongside a strong focus on aim and skill shots makes combat feel intense and rewarding. But how does the sequel hold up? As someone with almost 8,000 hours in the original Smite, I genuinely like Smite 2 even more. The game looks better, combat is more smooth, and they managed to make the characters even cooler than before. And that's reason number 1, god improvements. Smite 2 currently has 77 gods, with more being added every other week. Each god ported from Smite 1 received quality of life changes as well as additional buffs to their kit. The designers call these plus ones, and they're not just increasing numbers or adding random stuff to power creep the game. These plus ones add minor extra functionalities or tweaks, giving each god more depth, variety, and impact without changing their core identity. Gods also have a new feature called aspects. Aspects are selectable options that modify the character's kit and changes their playstyle, which often allows them to be utilized outside of their traditional role. For example, Nuwa in Smite 1 was a mage, mostly taken into the mid lane, but in Smite 2, her aspect enhances her auto attacks and allows her ult to critically strike, which makes her an effective god in the carry role. Sure, some aspects aren't as cool as others, and not everyone has a place in the meta, but this feature effectively increases the viable god pool for each role significantly. Plus ones and aspects make the classic gods we all know and love feel fresh and a whole lot more fun. Reason number 2, the game is still in beta, which means there's plenty of time to learn. Smite 2 has been in beta for just over a year, and there have been a ton of new changes to the game, including a new map, new items, and new gods. If you are a new player to Smite 2, or a returning veteran from the original game, now is the best time to get into it. The meta is still evolving as optimal builds and strategies are constantly changing. Everyone is still learning, and if you join now, you're growing with the game instead of trying to catch up on 10 years of established knowledge like you had to in Smite 1. That's a huge advantage. This is your chance to get the jump on a competitive game that is only going to get bigger and better. The player base is growing, and we don't even have all the gods yet. Just imagine how good the game will be by the time it fully releases. Reason number 3, the new engine brings better graphics and better gameplay. One of the biggest reasons Smite 2 feels so much better is the upgrade to Unreal Engine 5. The previous game was made on Unreal 3, which is over 2 decades old. Don't get me wrong, Smite was a great game, but it was also known for being a buggy, spaghetti-coated mess. This new modern engine allows the designers to take all they learned from over 10 years of making one of the most successful multiplayer games of all time and rebuild it in a way that is undeniably better. Animations are smoother, hitboxes feel more honest, and abilities connect in a way that feels more responsive. It's not just prettier, it's less clunky. And in a skill-based, aim-heavy MOBA like Smite, that matters a lot. Reason number 4, new systems allow for deeper strategy and a higher skill ceiling. Smite 2 introduces major updates to items, relics, and objectives, plus new mechanics like active item effects, stealth bushes, and teleporters. These new layers keep the experience fresh while still rooted in the classic Smite fundamentals veterans know and love. The reworked item system is one of my personal favorites. Sure, you can still copy someone else's build if you need to, but more experienced players are rewarded with so many flexible options that provide real choices and trade-offs. Of course, you can still outplay people mechanically and win that way, but Smite 2 offers much more in terms of creative macro play as well. The 5th and final reason Smite 2 is worth your time is because it is genuinely so much fun. If you tried the game when it was in alpha or even in an earlier beta, but felt like it just wasn't for you, you've got to give it another shot. I'm a huge Smite fan, and I didn't like the game the first time I tried it, but it's come such a long way and the devs have really proved themselves. By listening to community feedback and building the game alongside the players, Hi-Rez has absolutely nailed it and created something extremely fun. A lot of my friends that quit the game have started playing again, and they all agree. This game feels like Smite, but better. When you queue up with the boys and win a 50-minute conquest game off of one insane teamfight, it hits. That feeling that got us all hooked is back, and at the end of the day, that's what matters. So yes, Smite 2 is worth playing. I highly recommend you give it a chance if you haven't already. I genuinely think this is the best version of the game we've ever had. It looks better, it feels better, and it has so much more to offer. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you enjoying Smite 2? If not, tell me why. I read every comment, and I really want to know your opinion. And that's it. Please like and share the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more Smite content. Also, go follow my Twitch. I'll be streaming the game a lot over there if you want to watch me play or ask some questions. Thanks for watching. See ya.